Hello guys, welcome to the stream. We're finally back live again. We're back with Mountainvale, our stream town. So this is getting pretty big, I would say, and I do have a plan for a thing I want to do today. I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna position the building that I want to do for the moment, but it's most likely gonna be around this area, or it's gonna be pretty much like close to this wall here. The thing is that this house is gonna be fairly big. So it's gonna take a pretty good space, and the house that I want to make is pretty much like an tavern where people can go and eat and hang around together. So that is kind of what I want to do, because that's something about it that we do not have for the moment at least. So maybe either we build here, or we could dig in a little bit here and do something similar to this, or we can dig out even more and have some space around it. I think maybe like digging into the mountain could be a good thing for what I want to do, because I need a little bit more space, and I think I might even be going in fairly deep into the mountain. So we're gonna start with chopping away like one of these blocks first. I guess we have to remove a few trees first. Let's get those trees away. And we also should build something maybe here, not too far from now. We should build something here. Because for the moment the farm area pretty much only have like a windmill. I want to have something more than that. So it seems like a wolf is coming. It seems like we have some soldiers going out though. There we go, the fire arrow. He's gonna poof away, I think. Hello Yaki Grill One, how you doing? Good to see you again. So that wolf is dead. I'm not sure if we have any more enemies around. So I need to get these trees away before we can like start to mine down these rocks pretty much. Oh, we got a goblin up here. Okay, let's take care of him. Oh no, is he coming in to steal stuff? Oh, I guess he has went away. It happens very often with this town, like they just come in and they disappear, like they see this wall and then they pretty much give up or something. So I would have to carve out a pretty big chunk of this mountain, to be honest. Because it's gonna be a pretty big house, and I might want to have space around it. So I think I might even go 40 by 28, just to start with. It's not sure that the building is gonna be that big, but I would need a lot of space for it pretty much. There's gonna be a lot of digging to get that away. So how are you doing today, Yaku Grill? Good to see you. Very bad weather in Sweden today, windy and stuff, but it's been pretty bad for kinda long, I would say. Maybe a week or something. What is this person doing? Standing up there. Magnonak is stuck. I think we should maybe get a ladder over here so they can get up and get down easier, because they're not digging a pretty good way for the moment. They started here, and I think this person wanted to dig somewhere else pretty much. This should give a lot of stuff, and I was supposed to show in one of my videos an interesting thing, like when you're gonna build stuff. Good, yeah, it's raining all day. Yeah, raining all day and really windy. Like if you use this one, you know, it always goes under, and I saw the one spot, I'm not sure if it was this map, but you can see like resources under the ground that are under when you're using this thing. So I'm just gonna scout around and see if it works somewhere. Yeah, you're like here we got some copper. Yeah, notice that like not so far away, like that you can find resources that way if they're like just under this surface, because maybe you wouldn't have found this since there's no like visible vein there. I think that's a pretty interesting thing. It's gonna be a lot of work for them to do. Gonna have to get away the shadows. They're so beautiful, but they really reduce the frame rate for me. Feels like we should have a few more people that are able to do this. We have a lot of people that should be doing mining. Like Elia here, she should be able to do that. But she isn't, and we got Olin, and we got Ella. I'm not sure why they're not mining. What are you building today? It's probably gonna be... I was thinking like a tavern or something, because we really don't have any place where people go and eat for the moment. Like, we got a blacksmith, we got a weaver's house, and this became the carpenter's house, the latest one I made. And then we got, this is a normal residential, this one also, and I would say that these are also that. A windmill, so I feel like today we're gonna make like a tavern or something. So I would like to make this pretty interesting and pretty different, like something I've never done before, like pretty much not with any house really. The big difference we're gonna see as soon as we are able to dig this away. But I think it's gonna be pretty nice, and that's something that's useful for maybe some other buildings in the future. My throat is annoying today. Hope I'm not getting a cold or something. That would really suck. I actually started to do some 3D modeling recently. It was really fun. I'm gonna keep doing that. So maybe in the future, I'm not sure of the live stream, but I might make videos with it in the future. I'm not gonna promise that, but I might do it because I really enjoy to do that. It was really fun. So I'm doing some low polygon stuff pretty much for it, and I think it was really fun to do it. So I think during this week I'm actually gonna do some low poly modeling of some creatures or some humans or halflings, whatever I will do, and maybe even do some simple animation for it, so I can learn that also. Has been really fun so far at least. Orisa level 2, maybe we should get some, let's butcher a few podios. So I'm gonna get away, we're gonna save one red one and one of these. Gonna save those. I'm not sure if you actually benefit of saving them if they will make babies, like the eggs and stuff, faster if you have 2 of them left, or if that doesn't matter at all. I'm not sure how it works with those eggs. Something I've also been thinking about making in the future have been a stable or something. I was like that. Would love to watch, but my internet is very bad. Is it? How fast is your internet? Because I've been thinking about changing some settings, like when you're not a partner on Twitch, you don't get, you know, those options for the channel set like low, medium, high, source and stuff. So I've been thinking about if I should potentially lower the quality just a little bit, so maybe that will allow some more people to watch it. But I'm not gonna go too low because it's still gotta be decent enough quality. I'm streaming at about maybe 2.7 megabits, something like that. This is gonna be a lot of work before I can actually start to do something with it. And we're also gonna most likely continue with the road today here. I wanna curve it around here. I just feel like I wanna make this house before I start working with this road, because I wanna know how I wanna have this before I start filling around with more roads and stuff. And I think like once I got this spot and make something here, we don't really have that much more space to fill in. We can have some small things here and there, but we don't have super much. Okay, Jack Grill. Hope to see you soon again if maybe your internet is better some other day. Well, it's good to have you here though. But you will be able to watch this on YouTube if you want to. Maybe not as fun. It's always more fun with the stream, I guess. But you're always able to do that. They will always be uploaded to YouTube pretty much. I wish I could like speed this guys up even more. I don't think you can instant build, like do some command on this thing. I'm not sure if you can. Would be awesome because I really wanna start to build this thing. But I guess since they're like busy with stuff, and I kinda know what I'm gonna build, I can actually experiment with an idea of the things. So there's one thing that's gonna be very special and different compared to many other buildings. It's pretty much just a basic thing. Like, this is not exactly how the other building is gonna look, but just to get like the idea for it. So for example, we would have a door somewhere wherever we want to have it. Maybe here. Put a double door. Put a double door maybe. Ooh, that one. Why is the door getting placed like that? Or maybe that was the tunnel door, that's why I think. Yeah. I pretty much never used it in like those tunnel doors, so. But the special thing is like this, and you know, normally we go for example, another floor up here, which we would go for this way also. But the difference here is that there will actually not be a real floor for this. And rather, like, we would be tavern down here, and there would be a way to get up to another like area that would be like above here, that maybe would be maybe this size, probably bigger in the real house we're gonna make. Just to kind of like show the idea for it. So I would make it something like this pretty much. The other house is gonna be way bigger, so it's gonna look way better also. For example, it could be something like this. The special thing is that there's no normal floor up here, but rather there would be an area where people would be able to like sit and eat and stuff and hang around. Don't seem like I can... Oh, I can add one there, maybe if I try to turn it. Why do it not work on this? If we remove this then. That's weird. Did I use a normal slab for it? Maybe it cannot hook into normal slab, I'm not sure. If I add this one then. Is this not normal slab? This is normal slab. That's strange. Do it has to be wider, like does it has to be thicker like 4 like this? How it works. That's strange. It should be able to fit there. There's more room when it's here than when it's here. That's strange. I can't see the reason for that thing. But anyway, we would have an stair that would pretty much go up like this. Probably do a lot of things. I don't want to make too much on this because we're not going to use this specific one. But for example, oh no, change that old one. And then we would go for one next to that one and go for a different color, for example. And then we will have some thing up here pretty much. They wouldn't fall down. Might use normal fence, but I'm not sure for the moment. So we'd use something like that, and up here we would have some dining. People can sit and eat here and stuff like that. Hello, Maxomix. Good to see you again, dude. I'm just pretty much showing like the kind of core idea of a building that I'm gonna make. It's not gonna be the real building. The real building is gonna be around this area pretty much. And might be adding a few more ladders. I just need to chop down all this stone here. So I have a good space for another house here. It's gonna be pretty much like a tavern. Farmer Gem supply cards rolls in. Do you wanna buy it? Not sure if you do. We have a lot of gold. I sold so many potatoes before. And we have a little bit too many of those oak saplings. Not sure if we should grow a few more. I don't feel like we need to grow for the moment at least. Ooh, we get some enemies. I think we should go and deal with these dudes. Feels like it's better to attack than like a way to get attack. Offense is the best defense, isn't it? I think first time when I saw it, I think it was from some Total War game when it said that, maybe Rome Total War, not sure if it was that one. Well, probably not Rome Total War, it would probably... yeah, maybe it was from Rome Total War 1 maybe. I really loved those speeches they had before the battles in that game, it was awesome. It's gonna be really fun when they release the next Civilization game. It's gonna be awesome. Civilization game, they have pretty much never like disappointed me. I didn't play the one Beyond Earth, I think it was the name. I haven't played that one much, just a tiny bit. So I can't really speak for that game, but I would guess that game is also pretty good. But like Civ 5 and Civ 4 was really good games. I think we need another ladder here. But I noticed that a strange thing like with the game, it's like this mining area only allow a certain amount of people to work here because we have at least two people are not doing anything. They're idle for the moment. So once this is done, we're gonna go down one more step. Oh, we haven't seen my streams in a while. I think the previous week there was just one stream or something like that. And this is the first this week at least. So there have been a few less than before pretty much. But I think this week it's gonna be a few more at least. We will see how many it's gonna be, but it's gonna be more than the previous week. Definitely is a bit troublesome for this thing. Like these guys, they're not digging anything. Feels like they have to change something with AI for this thing. You have a work order, but they're not mining. It's like, I'm here, but I want to mine here, but I can't get there. Feels like really clumsy. Okay, let's check it out. We get a dangerous goblin. I bet he's so dangerous. He's like pretty much shivering in fear while we're coming to him. Bit surprised at how good my soldiers are to like find these troops. Like normally it feels like soldiers never find enemies, pretty much. Also noticed that recently when I've used this command here, the guard one, they don't like interact with enemy, they just stand around and don't do anything. At least that was happened on my other town, Silver Rock, which I do YouTube with. Happened in the latest episode, it was really strange. So I guess while they're busy mining and stuff, we can check out some crafting things. Because normally I don't really have that much time to like check it out while we're building things. So let's cook some more of this and maybe some more foods. Might have a little bit of... oh, no meat I guess, no meat. I was actually thinking we would have some meat. Because we should have like a trappist field, we have one here and another here. Seems just like they love to eat up all that meat already when they get it. Maybe we should even like get a second shepherd. I think a shepherd can only take care of one place. I'm not sure, they maybe can take care of more than one. Because it would be fun to have maybe some of the other animals that we can have. Maybe this could be the area for it, where this hunting ground is for the moment. So I'm gonna remove that trappist field and we're gonna add maybe another one here and just make the one we have bigger. I think we add a big one here. And I'm gonna try to make another field here where we can have some animals. So we might need like a second shepherd, we will see. I wanna have this pretty much as big as we can have it. To have as many animals as possible. So we can have sheep, rabbit, pollo, we can have yak, this is from the cafe mod, and we can have pigs as well. Ours for meat, and we'll dig up truffles. Oh, that's truffles, that's for like candy and stuff. I think that's the thing. I'm not sure if it is. So what would you go? Meat, milk and meat, 2 valuable cooking ingredients. Rabbits reproduce quickly and can be slaughtered for jerky and pellets. Like, I guess rabbits could work as well. I want to try the pigs though, because I've never seen them in game. We can have 8 pigs in this pasture here. But we're gonna need a lot more fences for this thing. I'm gonna try to go around here, and at least we can use this large one from the end pieces mod. I should have some, here we go. So we can fit in one at least at each side, maybe even one here, awesome. But the question if I should use one here, because we want to have like an opening here, so I think we don't use one for this side. But how have you been, Maximix, since the last time you were here? We can have it like that. And another long one here. Good that I made so many fences like the last time. I have so many extra ones. But I know that I'm probably gonna spend all of them pretty much for this. Probably will even need to make new ones. So a few more until we get here. Oh no, that was wrong. Also have this fence, which is pretty interesting. Like, I haven't really used it. I guess it's mostly for the corners. Look pretty cool. There's like a spiked fence corner. But it feels like you need a million of them if you're gonna put them out in a good way. So it's starting to look pretty good. I don't know why. Ella's gonna have to be inside here. I don't want to like lock them in there. That wouldn't be too nice. So this one do not match perfectly. We should be able to like move it back one at least. And since we used the big one here, it shouldn't be too troublesome to do that. I think we move this one first. There should be nice. We might have to wait with the corner, not sure. Pretty hard to like try to see where I can fit it there. If I even can fit it in closer. I think we should be able to, but I'm not entirely sure. And looks like they're pretty much done with this, so let's give them a little bit more work to do. Maybe not all of them at the same time. We can do those first. I think this is gonna be really tricky to get in there. Just moving a few things around a bit. Okay, we're back in the game. Black Hammer, this guy should have some nice equipment if you want to buy it. Question is, do I want to buy it? I'm not sure, we might not even need it. We have Iron Mail, we got an Iron Helmet, and it kind of feels like we have the things we need. Yeah, I don't think we need to buy anything. I think we should be totally fine with what we got for the moment. So they still need to move that one. Maybe we should remove a few ones from not doing mining. Maybe these that are not even doing mining for the moment. It kind of feels like they're stuck or something. Maybe they are stuck. Golden Rain. Is restocking items. This person is restocking. I think this person is pretty much stuck for the moment. We found some gold down here, so that's pretty good. But they really love to get stuck in these places. Like when you're mining, they always pretty much get stuck on these things. Seems to be something that happens very often. So they haven't moved this one yet. I'm gonna try to do this instead, like move back to stockpile. Maybe that would work better. And maybe move that also. Can't even... I might even destroy that one just to get it away. There we go. Do that for this one also. Let's see if we can fit it more in the corner. We might just have to like dig out a little bit because it seems really hard to make it go there. I don't think it wants to go there. So maybe if we just go and mine like a tiny bit here. Maybe like that. I think that should be enough with it. I'm gonna be so happy when this is gone. I don't like digging, it takes such a long time. But I think this is gonna be a nice area, and hopefully big enough for what I want to do here. Oh, look at that! Got some pigs going around. I'm gonna capture him, that's Spider Pig. I wonder if we have any here yet. I think they might be coming over with the piggy. The shepherd is at least going in here. We might also need to go and make some like food for our pigs, because we don't have that yet. Pig feed. Oh, that's pretty easy meat. Pretty easy. Oh my god, I even eat meat. So I guess we're gonna maintain. We're gonna be able to have 8 pigs in this pasture. So I guess we wanna try to keep a few of them. Let's try to always maintain 20 of those. That's gonna be a lot, but we will need that so the pigs won't die and stuff, and so we can feed them up and we can go and make some tasty pig meat of them, I guess. So there we go, and seems like the fence will not work here. So we might have to... Yeah, we have to... I think we just maybe have to move this one. Oh, not over that one. I'm gonna craft a few more. We might need a few more fences. So maybe craft 4 more of those and a few more corners. And a few more normal ones, because we're probably gonna use a couple more of them. We might not use all of them now, but we're definitely gonna need it in the future or something like that. Always good to have a few extra. So I think they moved it like I wanted it. But it should work like this, the way we done it. Since it works on this side, distance between these, then it should work here as well. It should be fine. Okay, so they're done with this. We probably need even more storage, like a real storage house is maybe something we should do, or maybe we should do more of this storage that we got going on here. I also do think that I haven't configured like all my storage to be the correct thing. I think maybe even this one in here are not like correct really. So let's try to go in and check these out. Yeah, we need to add things like refined goods in this one, refine in that one. We want to have some fibers in that one at least. Yes, we can go for fibers in this too. And animal parts, we can go in this one maybe. And we should have a bit more storage in here. So, okay, here we actually are storing a few of them. But they are pretty much full. And up in this one. So we're gonna store some stuff here also, maybe some refined goods, some of that. Some of this. Mostly like crafting things, pretty much. I guess we can go for a few decoration. Let's go for construction, that one. I think that should be fine. A little bit more storage at least. And up here, I don't think we have any storage. But I pretty much have to go through all my different places. Because we actually got some pretty serious enemies here. Some ogres up there to them. But it feels like my soldiers, they're always fast to go in. They're doing a really good job compared to what my soldiers normally do, so I'm pretty satisfied with my troop for the moment. Have some pretty awesome weapons, 2 long swords, and I also think that Litay is actually equipped with pretty much the best stuff, yeah. Yeah, she should have the best items that I know of in the basic game at least. This is a really tough tank. Like, they are more tougher. They're like tougher than the ogres, pretty much. Like, he's going down way quicker than that orc went down. There we go. Okay, so before we do too much digging... Oh, look at that, we got a piggy. Hello, Mr. Piggy. So cute. Pigs are pretty cute, I'd say. So there we got one. I want to fix this fence, like, before we do too much other stuff. I just want to pretty much fix these fences. So we have to get the corner pieces. I'm gonna try to move them up so we can get them done. That should be all we need. So let's dig maybe this away. Like, look at that, we have so much stone and stuff that we need to move. I'm not sure how I did with the blacksmith, if I did add stuff to it. I do think I did. You can always see how full they are if you actually using them in a good way. Like, for example, this one we don't have full of stuff, so I think we could go for some ore in that one and ore in this one also. This one. So we can get a lot of stuff away, and if you're not using the space, we should really try to use it. And that's the blacksmith place, so it makes sense. So in this one, let's add some ore to that. And we can always check these out if you're using... I think we are pretty much using all this, but I'm not 100. We're storing pretty much everything in these. And I think we might make another storage. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it around the same area, or if we're gonna make somewhere else. Like, we could make it somewhere else, like, we can even use it here. We can have a storage that you go from the tavern into, and we can have like a lot of food and stuff in that one. It could even be behind here, pretty much. But like, we need a place to store a lot of stone, because we're getting a ton of stone. I'm not even sure how much stone we have. We probably have a load of it. $627 stone. It's almost like I wanna start to sell a few stones. So I think I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger here, so we can store a little bit more stuff here. So we're gonna continue here, and we're gonna make like another room. Maybe this, I'm not sure, maybe the same width as this one is. So then we can store some here also. I think we start with that, and then we can start to like build stuff there. It's gonna be pretty quick. We're gonna do something similar to what we got going on here, pretty much. It's crazy how much resource this is. Let's check it out if we got some more fences. I really want to fix this. I don't want my pigs to escape from here. I hope we can place this here. Like, it needs to go one step closer. I think we might not be able to put it there because of the wall. Kinda looked like we were hooking something that was close, but it needs to go further away. We could, like, maybe we could... I think we could do this also. I think that would work. Since we can't put other one, we would have to add, I think, one more of those. Can have it here. It will not look so pretty, but it's gonna be working at least. It's a little bit troublesome to put them here. Here I could at least like mine the things out. Here I can't really do much about it. That will be the last one. And it kind of seems like the shepherd is actually, at least for now, it seems like the shepherd is able to handle these people. My pigs and my pollos. So it seems to be working. We got 5 pollos. We should be able to have 8 pigs in this place. Low maintenance food vacuum idle. Maintenance food vacuum. We need one more here, it seems. That would be the last one. So that's make it look a little bit more interesting. We got some pigs going on. I mean, I'm gonna continue the road also so we can connect it to this. I'm gonna do something like that, I think. Gonna be good enough. Maybe we should add just some more here, maybe like that. It's gonna be good. Get some more pollos. So we are done with this. I think we're gonna let them like continue to dig here for a while. Almost done with it. So now we should be able to like start to like add a road going on here. So let's go for like pretty much the same as we got here. I'm not sure if I actually used a road. It looks like it's a road. I think it is. The best is to use a road because then they will be walking fast on this also. So we're gonna go like maybe this first. We can, I guess we could go for the entire thing at the same time. I guess we could do that. And let's go for something similar to this. I think it might be the darkest brown reddish one. So that should be pretty nice. And we're gonna make some nice like corners and stuff for this also, like we got going on here. But maybe we go for like a different color just to make it a little bit more fun. So let's go for some stone. We need to spend stone anyway, so. But I do have some stone in the way here, so it's gonna be a little bit harder maybe to design it. I think we should be able to do it like this and then just remove this. Because we can't click on things that are already outside in the world pretty much. And I'm gonna go for stone all the way around this. Do the corner in this color. See if we can have 3 in distance in a good way between them. So it kind of works, and like here it would be slightly different. We do it like that first, at least. But there it worked pretty good. It's 2 in the middle, so that should be fine. And it's fine here as well, so that worked out pretty good. It is pretty much just this side, but I think we can maybe go like that, or we go special in this way. We can go that we can go like that also, just for fun, just to see like maybe how that will look. And we're gonna go for some brownish color, maybe go for like really like bright one. Just to try it out. So there we go, we got those up. Now we just want to have a few of these like darker ones. Maybe the top should be... Maybe the entire top should be also like real dark. Might try that out, should be really easy to try it. I don't want to put too much time to it, but I still want to have a little bit of details to these storage rooms. So let's try to go for the top in this color. Oops. So I think we do it like that. Let's try that out. Maybe we do... I'm not sure. I was thinking of changing the floor here in some way, but I'm not sure if we should. Maybe we go like that. And then we want a lot of storage things. We did have this on top of these things. Maybe we should do the same here. So maybe we do this color around. And I think for this one we can also have, like in the middle here, it's 4 in wide. We should be able to have like one at each side. This is gonna be a really big storage room pretty much. So for example we can go for some chests here. This would be a really treasure really. There's gonna be so much stuff stored there. And the good thing that I'm using this thing is that if we're gonna make this many like chests pretty much, it's gonna take a lot of stone to do them. Which it should be fairly good because then we will spend it, because we have so much for the moment. And it would be for something useful. And I'm also gonna go for maybe some leather-bound chests just to get a little bit of variation in here. Maybe just 3 at that side. And maybe we go for 3 at the other side also. I think something like that is pretty good. That's a really big storage area. And I think the coloring and everything seems fairly good to me. I want to see the people. Are they busy with anything? Well, they don't seem that... Like they're moving some stuff, but they're not mining, they're not building, so this should be fine. Could be 7 stones. It's gonna be way more for all those chests. And we're gonna need 28 of those chests. And I'm not sure if they take like 2 stone or 4 stone each. I guess 2. But that's gonna take a while for a mason to do. Like, look at that, 28 of them. They cost, how much is it? 2 stone each, and that's gonna be a lot of stone. But we're still gonna have loads of stone left over pretty much. But that's gonna be really awesome to get that storage space. So here's another area that we want to mine out also. So I'm giving my people even more work. I think we will remove this. We have pretty much the area that I want to work with. supply cart. Maybe we wanna sell. I'm not sure if we wanna. If you really wanna like sell stone, like it could be useful. You never know when you need to use it. But I guess we can sell a few of them. It seems like we only have about half of it looted also. So most of it is still like around here, and maybe at some other places there might still even be stone up here still. Okay, there's no stone there at least. Let's see if we can maybe make more bread. It seems like we can make a few more bread. It seems we have all the pig feed for the moment. The cook have a lot to work with. That's good. This should be useful. Like they should do something. They're doing their job. We only have 2 pigs for the moment, but it should be possible to have 8 here in total. I'm not sure if maybe we like the shepherd. We need another shepherd to handle more pets. Maybe there's like a maximum number. Let's check out the shepherd if there maybe any information for that. So Arissa is our shepherd. Level 1. The shepherd is now more adept at getting flock to walk tiny bit faster. Shepherds produces great yield for animal products. So it doesn't really say like how many they can have here. But I would guess that there could be a maximum number that they could have. It kind of makes sense to me. So maybe we should get like another shepherd. Like we have one trapper for the moment. We got Alex here. So maybe Alex should become another shepherd, I think. And maybe we get another person to be a new trapper. I think we should do that, and I'm gonna need 1 shepherd's crook. Guess that should be the next craft. I'm gonna move it over. I wanna get that done. And I wonder if we have recurve bows for both my archers. I'm not really sure if we do. We can check it out. We get 1 recurve bow here. And Ragnar, what do we have? We also have 1, so that's good. We have 1 fire quiver and Max has an spike, I think, yeah. That's pretty good. We got both of them. I might want to get like a third archer, I'm not sure. Or maybe a second knight would be good. It feels like our arm is pretty like good enough now, but if we want like progress to more difficulty, like using that gong thing later on, we might wanna get a bigger armor. Like we get really good equipment, I would say. We need to change out a few things though for our healers, the Grey Lady, and for Rely here, we're gonna have to change out like the headgear, because there's one that's slightly better. It's not really super much better, but it's a little bit better. But do we have the best one? Is that one we have? I think we have the Iron Circlet. I'm gonna make 2 of those. Pretty sure we don't have that one. And maybe we can make let's make 11 of these. Yeah, that looks like the iron one. We're gonna get Steel Circlet. I think that was the best one. Yeah, it should be. It would be fun with like some more armor and equipment and other like classes, like not only for like the footman and the knight. It would be fun with some other ones. I'm actually gonna buy in some urns. Maybe we can like decorate something with them. And let's see if we have anything I want to sell. I'm gonna sell a few more of these. I'm gonna sell all of them actually, because I think we will have new ones like before we are gonna plant any new ones. And maybe sell a couple of flowers. We have way too many of them just lying around. And look at that silkweed. Oh wow, we have 26 scout hats. That's pretty crazy. We do have an engineer's wrench. An engineer would be cool to get. Maybe we should get an engineer, guys. I want to get a gardener also. Requires a farmer. So maybe we should get an engineer, and maybe we should also get an engineer and a gardener. So we're gonna make this one. Gardener's travel. We might have one. I think we already might have one. you can see, like, Trump of the farm. Let's check him out. Because we already have one, actually. So if we're gonna get one of the farmers to be a gardener, we have to take someone that has a good mind. So I think Sam Killian would be our gardener. Since they're crafting things, and then the mind is really, really useful. So I think we should get like another person then to replace that. So I want to keep like 4 farmers. I'm not sure if we really need 4 farmers, but I kind of want to have it. So I think Campton Preston here is going to be another farmer. The thing, like, if we're going to make an engineer is that we have to promote my blacksmith if I'm not wrong with it, and that's going to be like a big thing to replace. Like a blacksmith, I think it's max leveled and it takes quite a while to get there. Okay, oh no, this could get dangerous. We have some enemies out here and Luke is getting attacked. I'm not sure where our soldiers are for the moment. Oh, of course they're pretty far away. Come on, guys, don't die that fast. Okay, so we're out here. I think we should be fine. The game is really like, it's starting to slow down now. Like the frame rate is good, but you see that like the game is like pausing randomly. I think it's because our town is getting pretty big and there's a lot of things going on here. I'm a bit surprised that I have actually no error on this town. Which is pretty rare for me when going this far with building. Bit surprised about that. Have they thrown in like a hunk of stone, a little bit of leather to the pigs? What's going on here? I can understand like maybe wheat and pig feed, but I wonder why there's like leather and a stone in there. Maybe they like to eat stone. Wow, look at the amount of eggs we got here. No one gonna pick this up? So a trapper. Alex, you're gonna become a shepherd now. It'll be interesting to see if we're gonna get more pigs like instantly, what's gonna happen. Okay, let's check it out. See what you're doing. I want to see what my trappers are doing, pretty much. Alex is idle, Arissa is restocking. But are no one like going here to like pick this up? Or are exactly everyone busy? Mr. Yakfan YouTube, hello dude, good to see you again. I was gonna do a save now, it has to be on the safe side. So I'm pretty much now, I'm trying to like get to shepherd just to see if they're doing a better work with our animals than what we were doing before. I only have 2 pigs in this one, we should be able to have 8 in this pasture. And this is the first time actually I do have pigs ever. I don't want to butcher them yet, I want to let them grow a bit. I'm not sure like if I let them live a little bit longer, maybe it gets more meat. That sounds realistic, but it depends on how realistic they made it. Like some games they will make some parts realistic and then they skip other parts, which can make a game pretty confusing at times. Let's get these ladders away. So this is pretty much what we're gonna build today. It has taken quite a while to reach this point. About 1 hour almost. So I've been digging this away. We have started to make a new storage, which is pretty much done. We still need a few more things, but this is a pretty big new storage area where we're gonna store pretty much almost everything. Maybe we can take a few one first that we store, like wood and stone, a few of these. I have loads of stone, so... And then we're gonna have a lot of them, that's gonna be pretty much everything in them. I hope this stream is working good, by the way. My internet was very strange before when I was about to stream. I was almost thinking that I wouldn't actually be able to do it because it was so slow for some reason, I don't know why. But I think it should be fine now. And hello again, Debriley, good to see you again. How you doing? But I guess maybe the wind, like, weather has been pretty rough lately. So maybe that has affected some of the stability on my internet. We'll see what happens. Okay, so here will be a lot of stuff. I have to go through them later on as well, because we didn't have all the chests. Maybe a bit troublesome to find like this free here. We have to wait with them. What we could do for now at least, we can change it later on, is to change this thing, filter it into none to remove that. So once they get put out, it should be everything. So we need to get all this stuff away. That's a lot of work for my people to do. Still, oh, we got a third pig, awesome! A third piggy. I'm gonna wait a little bit more before we butcher any of them. And I think they maybe have picked a few eggs. Or if they're waiting for them to hatch or something. Gonna see if we have some eggs and maybe we can cook something. Oh, we have 34 eggs, so we should definitely cook them. You know, they should get rotting after a while, like rotten eggs, you don't want to eat that. So let's make 15 of those. I like eggs, I like fried eggs. I think I prefer the cooked though, more like milled cooked. Not too soft, like too loose, but not too hard eggs. And we have some waters, let's make some rice. Also got the gardener now, so we can start to work with that. I'm gonna make some workbench for that. This is gonna be nice. We should be able to like use this for decoration a lot since we're getting a gardener going. Should be cool. So there we go, the workbench. So I guess we need another house for the gardener soon then also. I'm gonna put it... I might even put it in here for now. Should we just have it outside? And there are a few things we should actually move away from here. So I'm gonna take this, the herbalist maybe should be there still, but this... We actually have a new house with new work tools, so we don't need to have this around here anymore. And the mason will need his own house soon also. I might make a big building later on with more than one profession. And we really should get this stuff away. We have too much stuff lying around here. It's gonna be really hard to design things, I think, when this stuff is pretty much lying here. My game is running so slow. Do you see that? Like the characters? Like stop, move, stop, move. I think I might even, you know, go and try and restart it. We're gonna just try to restart the game and see if it runs faster. So we're just gonna save and then we're gonna load the game and be back quick. It should go really quick. I hope you all are having a great Monday. My Monday has been pretty good. I've been kind of tired today, but this has been a pretty good day. So let's restart this game. Okay, we're starting again. Okay, let's see if it's gonna work better like when we started, because the people was moving around so slow. Hope it's gonna work awesome now. Okay, let's check it out. It don't seem as like stuttering the moves as before. It seems like they were pretty fast now again. Yeah, it seems so. It seems like we're working a little bit better also. Sometimes it's just worth to like restart the game. So once we get this away here, we're gonna start to do some nice building. It's gonna be awesome. And let's see if this worked that I did here. Okay, so it was still none. And what's this one? I think it was one more that wasn't put out before, but it's gonna be this one, okay. Here we go, so that should be a lot of storage for us, should be enough at least. I'm just gonna change the headset quickly, so we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. So let's see. I think we can maybe start to design a little bit on this. So let's see. I'm not sure if you should go all the way like this. See that we have more copper under here, which is pretty interesting that you can see what's under things with using this tool. Pretty interesting. So this is gonna be a pretty big house. I wanted to dig in here because I didn't want to like put a building in front here, because we're probably gonna have a road to go here from this space. And it's gonna go here as well. And it's not even sure it's gonna go like this. It could even go in a weird way like this, just to make it different. But let's see how we're gonna do this thing. I don't think I'm gonna use this entire area really. And let's go like maybe 25 by 22 maybe. And Hacker Kappa! Yeah, I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater looking for the ground. Yeah, let's see. Maybe more this side, and we maybe remove a little bit of this side. And then we do... Maybe here we can have like little extra room. I think down here we will actually... We might even have a little bit of storage under here, like this floor that we see here. It kind of might be like a storage place, really. So do we want to do with this slab, or do we just want to... I think we're going to do this. Let's do the walls of this with slab again. I'm going to use this one. We're going to have pretty much stone down here. So we're going to go like normal height with this. We might change the corners to something special. We're going to have 6 in height here. There we go, that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a lot of clicking in this, like, but I think it's kind of worth to do slab houses. Like, if you want to make something like a little bit advanced, it really is worth it. Like doing these walls, we get the possibility to do these things and move the colors around just as we want with this. I guess you could kinda do it with like normal walls, but you wouldn't get the same like unlimited power. And it would be troublesome to like fit windows, because those normal walls, they have like, oh, you can't have them too close to another pillar pretty much, or column pretty much. So we're doing this thing here first. So down here I think it would be like maybe like a storage place. And maybe, I'm not sure how we get in here. We might even... I'm not sure if you should be able to be going from up here and down, because I want to use that space for where they're eating and stuff. So we might add a little door down here. And let's see how big it's going to be if we're going to go for a double door for this. I want a little double door. So we need 4 width for it. Let's see where we can put it. We can't get it centered really, but we don't need to have it in center. We can even have so we enter through the back side of this. So they would go out from a door on the back side of it. Maybe, I don't know. Let's try to do this thing. Put the door here. That should be good. I think I maybe put it a double, like a double door. Double door. Yeah, I think I did. I heard a like double click from it. Oh, it sounded like another one. I only clicked once. The game is being stupid, I guess. Look at this, I'm gonna click 1. Okay, this time it worked. So we'll need to add this back. Maybe we can have a thing over this. Like, we keep it like that for now, and then we might change it a little bit. Come on, my people, we can take them. Bring it on. Might want to go and clear that camp away. I don't want to have them around here. So down here it would be food storage. And I do think I'm going to use like normal crates for this. But I guess we maybe could make something so they stand or something. So maybe that thing would work out. That's gonna be a lot of storage. And maybe we can have something like that and a few more crates there. Should be nice. Maybe they can have a little chest here, like maybe they store something more valuable there. Maybe the people come in and they like put their valuable stuff here if they're gonna be hanging around so no one's gonna steal them at the tavern pretty much. That's gonna be good. We might need some lanterns down here so they can actually see something. Should we go for those in stone maybe? Should work pretty good, and one here. And maybe another here. And maybe one where to get in pretty much. I think that should be pretty fine. So now we're gonna make some nice stair to get in. Actually get up inside the building pretty much. So let's see, I think we should make this in stone. Gonna use this one. It's gonna be a pretty big one really. So maybe go something like that. We might move it around a little bit, we can see like where we get up and stuff. I think maybe something like this could work out pretty good. Then we're gonna add some stuff to it so people don't like fall down and stuff. Oh, simple merchant. Don't think we're gonna buy anything. Let's see if we can get some nice railing going for this. We could go this way. We're gonna see if we can do it this way or not. Maybe something like this, maybe, perhaps. It feels like there should be something here, though. Or maybe, like, it shouldn't even be that thing. It should pretty much be like that, maybe. So we might change that. We got the base for it, at least. And we might change things as we go with it. We might even change this wood out to stone. We will see. Let's get a floor where they're gonna be at, and let's go for maybe... Oh yeah, we have to go for slab for this. Since we're doing slab walls, we have to go for a slab floor pretty much. And here we're gonna go for different colors. Maybe we could try a little bit brighter one, like this one. They don't even want to go. I think they're taking this way in pretty much. So there we got 2 healers back there, so I want to take them out first. Like the healers, they really die so quick. Go down so fast. Yeah, we should be fine against that. So let's do a bit more building. How have you come to StoneHearth? Did you mean like how I started with StoneHearth? 4, 5, 6. What do you mean? Let's see here, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, it should be there. So we need to have 4 here for another door, pretty much. It does look a little bit strange, this thing, to me. Maybe it looks better once we get up a bit further. So I want to have a few more things around here, a few more columns. So maybe do 4 here, and then we can do 3 here. And 1 in the middle. That's gonna be a bit strange, maybe, we'll see. Oh, I think I saw someone play the game like really long ago. I don't really remember like who it was. Like before I thought it was Yogscraft Martin or something. But my brother said that you haven't seen any video with him. So I'm not really sure when like I saw it the first time, but I know when I saw it the first time, I got really hooked and like I saw the game like, oh, you can make your very own buildings in it, and it's pretty much like Minecraft, but it's a strategy game, and that really like interested me. It seemed like really cute and really cool game, and so far it definitely is. Definitely is so worth it, I think. There's so much things you can do in this. But I'm definitely looking forward to like getting some multiplayer in this game. That's gonna be so much fun to like build together with friends, and maybe even like building in the future together with you guys in the stream here, pretty much. Could be fun. This game definitely hooked me really easily. Like I played that other game, Timber and Stone. I would guess it's fairly similar to this, but still very different. But that's a pretty cool game as well. I need to play that a little bit more. Oh, we're not gonna have it like that. Oh yeah, multiplayer is gonna be so nice. It's always like fun in these types of game when you're building, and then you get bored like and want to check out what your friends are building, and maybe that inspires you to do something else and try something. So that's a really good thing. So I think we got all of these up, and now we're gonna get a nice color to have in between all this stuff. So I was actually thinking of going with this color. I'm not sure if that's a wise choice to go for that. Might look a little bit strange for this town, so maybe a darker color like this. It's still red, but it's darker. So I think that's gonna work out pretty good. But where did you hear about the game for the first time when you saw it, and what kind of hooked you to the game? Like I remember the very first time when I saw Minecraft, I went to my brother like, dude, we have to play this game. And it was a really fun game. Like when that was new, it was so exciting. Oh yes, but that's a long way, but I look forward to the new features that are on the way. Oh, what are a few of them features? Like, I really like the idea with the map that they're gonna make, but it sounds like that one is still fairly far away, like the borders of the map. It's gonna be really cool, and it's gonna be fun to see what they do with it. Heard that they also, like, added a new one to work with them with the UI designing. It's gonna be really fun to see what they're gonna do with that, how they're gonna improve it. Maybe different styles, and maybe a bit faster. I think it's pretty slow for the moment. So I'm gonna do, maybe that will actually be the next floor thing that we do. So to go in here, maybe they will have, maybe we'll do like an internal wall here. I think we should do this normal wall maybe with the normal wall tool here. Because I want the internal walls to look different, pretty much. I saw it on Steam and just stopped Minecraft, needed something similar, and I saw Minecraft, I was blown. As I saw Minecraft, I was blown. Yeah, it was really cool. It was so nice when it came out. Like, it was totally new, it was pretty much Lego, but you could do whatever you want in a game with it. And it still didn't only have building elements, it was other things as well, of course. Which was really cool. I want to try a thing here. I'm not sure how it's gonna work. I wanted to try combine a couple of different windows together with each other. And see how that could look. So let's see how this could look. Let's go in here. So perhaps one of these windows. Maybe that could kind of work. It's great, a different style for it. I was thinking of having that and then one under it, but I'm not sure if we should do that. I think that would be too low. I think this will be better. So here we want to add some nice stuff for like the entrance to get through this door. And we also want to have some of these shells, I think. If I can find them again. I have trouble to find them sometimes. Maybe they're on this one. Yeah, they are. I can like put some clove or something on that one. And I think I might even put like a little painting here. Mostly played creative games. StoneHearth was a must-have. Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking that maybe some little flower. I'm not sure if we should have one there or not. Or if this paint should be maybe on this wall instead. Kinda like the idea to have a painting on this wall. Maybe that painting is too big. This one's a little bit smaller. But it's kinda take the same space anyway. So perhaps here we also want to have some kind of lamp. Okay, there we go. So I have to figure out where they're gonna be going up and where they're gonna be eating. I think this will be maybe a special room. Professor select number in behaffelstabbenast, genast beheden werden folgende bytes als parameter. Not sure what that means really. I'm Swedish, so I don't know exactly what that means. Okay, let's see here. I guess it was saying to someone else maybe. And I was just reading your personal message through the chat. Okay, let's see here what we want to do, where we want to have the stairs. Oh, it was a word, okay. Maybe like this side, we're not gonna have like any windows here I think, because it's like, it's a mountain in the back, so... So we're gonna do a stair this side, make it brighter, and I think we can have the stair pretty much like that. Maybe we can hide a little plushie on it. So I'm thinking of making a little special room here for eating. That would be a pretty nice spot, I think. Have a little bit of extra light. Might be looking nice, like shining through the windows. Then we got one pretty nice place. Maybe we should have this under. If we're gonna do that, we have to drag them out a bit to make them work with this, I think. I would like to have them like that, but then it will be two like inside each other. But that's how it would work the best with this. I'm gonna try it like that and we can see if it works. Maybe I should use this. I've looted them before, but I haven't like used them anywhere so far. So to get in here, maybe there should be a bigger place for eating here. I'm gonna fit in actually some windows before we do too much. So let's see, maybe here we can have window. Have another here. And I think maybe, let's see, maybe we don't need more than that. I kind of want to have a third one though. I'm gonna go for these windows. But it feels like there should be a third window here. And I don't think it makes it look too bad to have it here. So 4 there, it would be 5, so that's gonna maybe be a bit strange, but maybe we can put in maybe 2 windows. So we get 2 windows, one here and one here. I think that could work. I want to have many windows where he's sitting and eating. I think that kind of makes sense. Would like to have some light in there if I was them. My throat is so tired today. I don't really know why, to be honest. I hope I'm not getting sick. That would be kind of annoying. So we need some more tables. I wonder if we should have a long table here. If we should maybe have them like split up a little bit more here. So let's try some tables. See how big space they're gonna take pretty much. I think it's maybe easier to get out the chairs first. So that's gonna work, I think. We need more stuff though, because it looks pretty dull for the moment. Maybe we should have some more paintings on these walls. Something that I don't really use that super often, but I should use more. So I'm looking for the lamps again. I tend to miss them. There they are. That will give them a little bit light. Maybe it's too much. Maybe we should just have one. I think it would be better with one. Two is gonna be a bit overkill maybe. There's really big like walking space here. So we have a lot of space, not sure if we should fill it in with something more. I don't want to make it look too clogged up also, so I want to have a lot of free space also. Maybe we can have some decorations. Maybe we can add one of these nice flower things here. Will that look stupid? I'm not sure. That's a fun thing that they have a little garden there. It's pretty different. Yeah, I played RimWorld. I haven't played it in a while though. I think the latest alpha I played was Alpha 13, I think. Really good game. I have a lot of fun in that game. It's really awesome. Looks super simple, but it's so much more advanced than what the looks give to it, pretty much. Really good game. So I think I'm ready to go to the next floor. This is actually going to be pretty much two-story, but then we're going to have a pretty high roof on it. And we're going to go for this color actually. There we go, there we're getting up. And it's gonna be pretty interesting, like up here also, because it's actually gonna go out further here. Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe even this far. That's gonna be pretty good. And then we need some support under this thing. Maybe we should go for a different color for it, maybe this. I think maybe two of them are enough. Okay, so that's time for some more walls. This is a really long progress, like when doing custom things. Can get a bit tiresome, but in the end I think it's definitely worth to do it. That's gonna be good. I would love to have this like thing to make this go up. We need a key to be able to press like shift or something. We can actually drag this up also. I'm probably gonna stream to 9, I think, something like that. So at least 23 more minutes, something like that. It might be longer, just that my throat is so tired today. I think the stream is gonna maybe end at 9 today. So I'm not sure if we're gonna get done with this house today. I would love to get done with it, but we'll see. If not, I will continue it on the next one. But normally so far I kinda stream for like 2 to 3 hours normally, so far. There's gonna be more streams this week. We're gonna see what days it's gonna be though. Not sure if there's gonna be any tomorrow. We will see. If you follow me on like Twitter or on my Facebook page, that's probably like the easiest way to know when I'm go live. Or if you have a like Discord account on StoneHearth, I try to post every time when I'm gonna stream there also. But I usually start like around 7 PM, like 7 pretty much. Oh, that's nice. So next stream is probably gonna be, I'm not sure what day, but it's probably gonna start around 7 or something. Thinking that maybe here we do it like this. But this thing is actually gonna be slightly different. I think we'll end it down here. Gonna be a little bit different slope with the roof and everything. Ah, eine Deutsche. Hello, Lumpadiger. Okay, I'm more active on Twitch than on social media. Yeah, I guess most people are. It's just like the easiest place. I do post on like Twitch also, try to do that when I'm going live the next time. I hope this house is gonna be nice. I was really satisfied about this. There's so much like different shapes on it. Oh, how many? Oh, we have 4 pigs now, so we have a few more. So I'm gonna butcher them because I haven't tried it yet. Take out 2 podios also. Oh, I hear something. Oh yeah, we got a big zombie here and we got some Varanus. Nah, the poor animals. They will regrow. That's kleine animals, I think. I don't know what animals is in German. But I would guess that it would be some kleine something. Das kleine Jören. Is that wrong? I don't know. There's a few German words, not many. They got really, like, in Germany, they got really cool castles and stuff. It's Tiere, very wrong. Das kleine Tiere. Like in Swedish, animals would be djur, pretty much. I was like, maybe that's something similar in German, because there are a few words that are fairly similar, I would say. That was about right. Yeah, I would need to go to Germany again. It was so nice. I would like to visit some other castles. I visited one fort at Fort Königstein, and there's another one which I don't know the name of. I'm gonna Google it so I can find it. It looks really cool. Like that castle is, I think it said like Neuschwanstein. Actually, what's in Schwerin, something like that also. I saw that castle, was pretty cool also. So do we get that? This roof is gonna be different since it's gonna be hooking to these walls. I think I might wanna do this roof first. What color should I go for? Not sure if I should go for like a really bright one. I might just try to see how it could fit in with this thing. I'm actually gonna add, I'm gonna add this also. I know to have one near me, it's pretty small. So let's see, maybe, let's try a really bright, maybe even brighter, maybe this one. This is a color that I don't really use often for like a roof. So we need some windows, not sure how many. I think we might fit the window. That's gonna be so far down though. Maybe we should just have some small windows here. Like maybe 3 of them here. That should be nice. We'll see how good like this color is gonna fit in. I'm not really sure it will fit in at all really, but I want to try it out. I want to see if it could work. It could be too bright maybe. So up here we need some more windows. Not sure if we should have the same thing as we got down there. Maybe go for less windows up here. Maybe we go for these windows. Should we go for the same as down there maybe? I think we'll maybe go for the same as we had down there. And actually, this thing, this is not supposed to go up like this at this side. This is actually supposed to stop here pretty much. I made it too much here. Actually be like a tiny roof on its own here pretty much. So let's make a nice roof for this before we do too much. Maybe we can fill in some of that other color here, like this. Just to make it look a little bit more interesting, maybe even connect it with that. And we don't really need this thing, so I think I could remove this. So you will have a little bit higher roof if they're sitting down there eating. That could be a balcony, yeah, that could be one. Could definitely be one. We'll see, we might change it, but we're gonna do it like this first now at least. We will see. Try like that first. Get connected there. I think kind of like we should have some kind of window here. We have no window down here, but down here I don't think it makes too much sense to have a window there. But I think up here it could make sense, so. It's maybe like this, and should this be a really big dining, a dining area? Gonna add a little thing. Whoa, I wasn't supposed to do that. We're gonna add a little thing here so they don't fall down, like a reeling thingy. So I think definitely this place would be cool for someone to be able to sit and eat at. Or maybe they should be sitting here instead. Like, I would love if this was fitting together too here more than it does. But I think this could also be a good spot, maybe. They're still able to look out here, they still have a view out here, so they have a lot of places to look at. I'm even thinking if we should have like one room, so maybe someone can rent this. Like, we can make a really big one here. Not sure if we should cover that entire thing for that. Or we could have like a room here pretty much that someone can rent or something like that. Maybe we can have this big bed. We go for small ones. So if this is going to be a room that someone's going to be able to sleep at, I think they should have some cool windows. I would guess that this would be a fairly expensive room to go to. Get the luxurious bed and everything. The wooden dresses, and also I think I want to add some tapestry and maybe some like plushy rabbits. Maybe even some flowers in here. It's hard to get those flowers to fit somewhere good inside the houses, I think. But that one, I think that painting, I want to have something different. Maybe I want to go for this one again. Where is it? That one. Because it has a little bit of color to it. I think it's something like that, and there's like gonna be pretty much like ceiling on this thing also. So I'm thinking that we have a stair to go up, but I think we do like the floor for it first. And let's see if we can find a place. So maybe somewhere here we connect to it. Should Could be a good spot for it. I think we're gonna have some nice porches on this thing. I think they're called porches. Maybe not. There's not called porches. They're called something else. I've forgotten the word for it. Gonna see once we do it. I think they're called dormers. I think. Feels like there should be something here. We'll see. Now we're gonna make a roof, so it's gonna match together with this roof. So up here, it could be like a storage area also. Maybe they're storing something. It could even be a bed spot, really. It's gonna be really high roof. Maybe even too high. I think it could work. It's a pretty big building, so I think it could work for it. So now we have to connect this thingy. And here's one. And we have to do something here though. Or maybe we should just add... I think that could work if we add that in there. That should be able to work. And here we're gonna make some nice dormers. I hope I'm gonna be able to make them good. I haven't made super many, but they look really nice in houses. We got 6 there. 4, 5, 6. That should be centered. I wonder if you want to make them maybe one wider on each of them. So maybe something like that would be nice. So maybe that's where you should stop with them. The same color theme here. I think you can like maybe put a window before you do too much. So I'm not sure if you should have this window. I think it's gonna look better with this window. I guess maybe we can do one of the windows first just to see how it looks. So like if we don't like it, it's gonna be fairly easy to remove the stuff. I think that's pretty much where it's going to end. And maybe this one we go like that, maybe. I hope they're not gonna be too high. It's also a risk. I think that's gonna be nice. We'll see if I change the roof color or not, or if I'm gonna keep it. We'll see. Okay, there we go. And we need a roof for this. And we're gonna add a little bit more things like in the middle here. I wonder if we should do this thing. Kind of feels like it should go like this. Or if that would be too much. The thing is that they're gonna get hooked into each other if we do that. I don't think they should be too wide, these things. We'll see how it connects with the rest of the roof. I think these might... They could be too high, I think. Remove that one. Maybe they should end there instead. Let's try to maybe add the rest of this roofie. So I can see like if it's gonna look good. And we have to do something for the backside, so we're gonna go for maybe this one. Maybe actually it should go... It should actually go from this thing. Actually gonna go connect to this. Maybe we do it like that. It's starting to look a little bit weird, I would say. Not 100% happy about this, really. Okay, so let's do the same thing. I don't know what I'm doing for the moment. Just trying things. Maybe something more in here, maybe? So maybe we should have one window also on the top at each of this. So 3 over that in the middle. If we could go for like this window here. Same one for this side. I think we can actually go... Should we go like that? I wonder if we should add something for the corners. I'm not sure if that would be good color. I just wanna maybe... Let's go for brown one for the ends. I want to do a thing that I do in a few houses from time to time, but I kind of like how it looks. It adds a little bit more style to the roofs. Then we go for this, as we had before for the normal roofs over this. So this would be kind of like as a windboard pretty much. I think that makes it look fairly interesting. It gets really hard to build in this game after a while, like... The game starts to lag a bit, so sometimes you misplace things, quite often, at least I do, once I get a bit further. I think this one will leave us at this, and the main roof will be like this. So I wonder if we should do something more, maybe we should change something with this thing. Kind of feels like I should do something with this, I don't know really what exactly. Maybe it should be in some kind of stone thing instead. I'm gonna try like a really bright stone. Mid-gray, shuttle gray. Shuttle gray I think is just pretty, still not what I wanted. Maybe this one, gray terrain. I think I might try to fill it in all the way around like this. Let's create some kind of style to this. Let's carve out some things, and I think I might do it here also. Here. Just to create something interesting. Let's check out the roof, how it is. It kind of feels to me like we should do something on this side. Since it goes down all the way down to this, it feels like there should be something on this also done. And I wonder if I should add something that pretty much just goes down here around it. I think I'm gonna do something like that. I still think this entrance looks weird to me. Maybe I have to do something like that. I think that looks better. And we also need to add a little bit more here, so they don't fall down. It's gonna be pretty good. We need to have some light source. Maybe we shouldn't have that one. Feels like we should have one here. So I feel like I'm pretty happy with this house, so we're gonna do a save before we do it. So we're finally done with the house. It took forever to do it. There was so much mining and stuff. And it's been at least 6 days since previous save, so it's a good time to do a save now. It's been quite a while since previous one. Let's try to save more frequent. Okay, so we're gonna do instant build for this, and pretty much people have a lot of problem to get their halflings to build slab, but at least in my experience, tend to fail with building slab walls so often. So there we go, guys. We get a house done. It's up here. I think it looks pretty good. Not sure if I think it's the best of these houses. Definitely not, I think. But I still think it's a pretty nice house. Very different than other styles, so maybe it sticks out from other ones a bit too much with the roof. I still think it's gonna be okay. We might even add some banners later on. Just to make it maybe stick out a bit more, because it doesn't stick out that much. Like maybe this would be a good spot for having an inn sign or something. So that's maybe something I'm gonna add soon. But I'm actually gonna end the stream for today. My throat is so tired, it really needs rest. It has been so tired today, my throat, so... But guys, thank you for checking out the Twitch stream, all you guys that was watching this. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you liked my new house. Let me know if you did it, and so on. If you're watching this on YouTube also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch more YouTube videos, and maybe check out my channel here on Twitch also. Thanks for everyone who has been watching this and talking through the chat today, and hope to see you soon later today during this week when we'll be live streaming again. There's no days set for it, but it's gonna be pretty soon. It could be tomorrow, it could be on Wednesday. We will see what day it's gonna be, pretty much. But guys, thanks for checking out the stream and everything, and Ryler, thanks for being here. Hope you had a good time today. It was good to have you here, so... See you guys, thanks for watching, and have a great night or great day. Take care, guys.